Okay, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Is this full of hard drives? Well, all right, folks, here in Scavenging, Arizona, it's time for a non-ferrous run on a Wednesday. So let's head down and see what we got. We got a lot of little things, maybe a few more than some things, but let's see what we got here. We have bullet brass, dirty brass, stainless steel, clean brass. Check out that hookah. Showed that in an earlier episode. Pretty cool, huh? Little tiny bit of clean copper, little bit of #1 dirty copper, and oh, and these pool wires I'm turning in. These things, this thing weighs a ton. I mean, good lord. Regular wires and some good boards that I got out of computers, taking them apart. And these here are batteries, ballasts, and motors that are not copper, that are copper aluminum. So, and transformers. So we got that too. My biggest reason for going is the amount of motors I have. Like I said, I am a motor puller. I do like pulling them. And as I mentioned before, unfortunately in Arizona, we have to turn them in this way. They won't let you do it. There's a weird quirk in the law. But anyways, I got to turn them in this way. But let's check out that ain't all of them. Look at this beast. This came out of a generator. Somebody actually took this. This was already all apart like this. It was crazy. I mean, this thing is massive. Old skill saw, but and then this big old pool motor. So we're gonna run these down. We're going to a different place today that deals more in non-ferrous, and so we'll see what we get. Well, all right, folks, one thing I forgot to mention is that I've thrown my hat into the ring of resale. What the heck, I haven't done it before. I'll at least try it once. Found this nice table saw. I actually got somebody says they're coming. They're gonna pay me 65 bucks for it. So hey, not too bad. And if it keeps going, maybe we'll continue. We'll see. But I couldn't just let this go. This thing works. This has everything on it. Well, all right, folks, we are getting close to the indoor scrapyard that we're going to today. They don't like filming here, so we will see ya on the way out. Well, this I'm gonna film because we're outside. I got so much motors that they're having me fill up one of these things here. That's pretty cool. We'll see where it ends up. Not too bad if I do say so myself. Well, all right, folks, here in Scavenging, Arizona, let's do a wrap up, and we're gonna be doing a wrap up here while holding the little man. Yeah, he's with us here today. Got a good one today, real good one today. Lot of stuff. I'm gonna try and zoom in here. We got hard drives, ballast, boards, brass, clean and dirty, aluminum, insulated copper wire, batteries, copper, electric motors, dirty brass, die cast, green boards, memory boards, fingerboards. So basically everything I had for a total of $203. That is not a bad payday whatsoever. I think we start doing some scrapping. Let's do that. What do you think, little man? Well, all right, folks, here in Scavenging, Arizona, after a very successful non-ferrous run yesterday where we made over $200, just a tick over 200, we're going to do a steel run today. Not all that much today, but hey, like I said, I got to keep the scrap train rolling. And since our lovely diesel is currently being redone at Bulletproof Diesel here in Mesa, Arizona, we got the little truck, the Purdy truck. So we're going to be loading this up. Let's see, we got some regular steel here. Got some prepared steel, got some little boards there. A little bit of brass I forgot yesterday. A little bit more steel there, and let's see what we got here in the back. Just got us a little bit of wall of stuff here. By the way, I want to thank my future son-in-law. He works for an AC company. You're the man. He gets me some good stuff. I'll be turning in this stuff, and I think I'm gonna turn in these rads. These have been sitting there for a while. I know I can cut them, but you ever just get the thing where you get tired of looking at something, just want it gone? That's where I'm at with this. So let's get this stuff all headed out and see what we get. All right, folks, here in Scavenging, Arizona, we got the Purdy load. We got the Purdy truck filled up with a big load of steel. And one thing I also want to talk about, yesterday I did my first resale. I'm pretty proud of myself. I kept telling myself, I hear all these terrible stories about, flakes and all this other stuff. My first time selling anything went pretty well on Facebook Marketplace. Sold the table saw. Guy came up, gave me the price I asked, didn't even bargain. He goes, "You got anything else?" I don't know if you saw my other video. I found a leaf blower, worked on the second pull. The table saw worked just fine. All that. He bought the table saw, he bought the leaf blower. So 75 bucks on that. So can't beat that. So we'll try a few more resales. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a new chapter here in Scavenging, Arizona. Well, all right, folks, here in Scavenging, Arizona, we have made the turn onto the street, and as Scrappy says, we have a co-pilot. Say hi there, Steph. Hey, that's my daughter Stephanie, the father of the littlest man, the cutest man. I'm the father. Mother. What the heck am I thinking? Mother of the cutest, littlest man around. A different vehicle, so we're at 5720, 5720. Well, I don't know if you can see it, folks, but that is a municipal garbage truck there dumping off scrap from their bulk trash day. Kind of funny. The city takes the scrap and goes to the scrapyard. That's kind of funny. I like that. 5285,280.
So where do you get the money?
Right in the thing there. Right in the little office. All right, folks, here in Scavenging, Arizona, let's do a tail of the tape here for this run. We had 440 pounds of steel, 6 cents a pound. Wow, that has gone up. We had a little bit of brass, 3 pounds, some circuit boards, a little bit of HMS, and we had some rads, aluminum rad ends, and a little bit of copper at $43. Now, I also turned in some aluminum copper radiators, and apparently, either this is new or not, with aluminum copper radiators, they must be paid out by check. I'm going to show you the sign that they put up right here. And so they're gonna mail me a check for $26. So roughly about 68, 70 bucks today. So not too bad. Let's get scrapping. Oh, and by the way, Steph, where are we going to eat now that we got money?
We're going to Portillo's.
God damn right. Portillo's gonna get me a big beef sandwich. Can't wait. See you later. Well, all right, what a way to start the Saturday scrapping adventure. Here we go, folks. We're heading out to a little bit farther flung part of town, and as you can tell, we are not in the diesel beast at the moment. It is currently being fixed at Bulletproof Diesel in Mesa, Arizona. I did a community post about that. If you guys want to really see what they're doing, they do a complete cab off, and when I say cab off, I mean it's completely. Check out the community post. It's got some really cool photos of it completely deconstructed, and they're going to put it back together, and we're going to have us a great scrap mobile. We're going to head to a real cool part of town right now, that little neighborhood that we all like, all the cool little tree-lined streets and that. So we're going to hit there first, and we'll see what we get. Thanks for coming along. Let's go. Well, we have reached our pretty little neighborhood here, and we got our first stop of the day. Now, one thing today, folks, also, as you can see, we are driving the Purdy truck today, so it is smaller than the other one, so maybe not we'll be grabbing all as much as we do today, but we'll grab as much as we can. Got a couple little piles here. Ooh, a safe. Is this really plastic? This is a plastic safe. Come on now. Are you serious? We're making safes out of plastic now? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, this is the whole bag's going. Yep. This is all electronics. The whole bag is going. One second. Oh, I don't like seeing pictures and trophies being done away. God, I hate that. Picture albums. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Okay. Got an Amazon man there waiting for me, so we'll get going. Little thing here, we'll see what we can get. Is this all? Oh yeah, we'll take this whole thing. Heck yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it.
Helping me reduce space.
Yeah, I know. This neighborhood's always get some good stuff out of here.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Thanks, man. Hey, well, these are ramps. Yeah. Wow. Oh my Lord. Dude, these things weigh a ton. Oh my God. I'm sorry, it's bulk trash day. Habla inglés? Habla inglés, senor? Okay, it's bulk trash, so people set out metal, and I come along and pick it up. And so I thought that was...
I know, but we got
Okay, thank you. No, sorry. Thank you, sir. Sometimes people, last week I found a table saw somebody left out. They leave out leaf blowers, lawnmowers, so I thought...
Yeah, but that one to put it at.
Things like that happen, you know? You never know. It's across the street and sitting in the grass. So what do you think? Would y'all have done that? You got that there, and we got ramps there. I don't see a trailer anywhere. I see a bobcat, but I don't see a trailer for that ramp to go up on, so for the ramps to be used. Oh, whatever, but it happens. What do you got? Char. And yes, I did take German in high school. I know Mike the Scavenger spouts out a lot of German, but I also took 4 years of German living in Arizona. Makes a lot of sense, don't it? 2 years in high school, 2 years in college. Ich lerne Deutsch. Kleine Deutsch. And it's gotten kleiner as the years go on. I don't know if that's even right. If I got any German folks listening in, chime in. I may spout out a little bit of German here and there. I'm not trying to imitate anybody. I really did take 4 years of German, which I think I used one time in 24 years of police work. Now, ask me how many times I used Spanish. The little bit that I know, I know enough to get by, but yeah, learning German in Arizona was not the smartest thing I could have done, but hey, let's move on. And here's another cool part about this neighborhood, folks. This is at the end of, it's like at the beginning of the neighborhood. I mean, just look down, this is sunken lake, everything. That's Top Golf over there, by the way. I mean, dog park, everything. It's a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. That's why I love when this area opens up. I really do. I love it. Hey, we got us a light fixture. Somebody has a frame of Bear Grylls Man vs. Wild. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we can start throwing wires and stuff. Oh. Am I,
No, it's just you're picking, right?
Yeah,
so
just
that's all. I'm just looking. I don't want the big stuff for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I just grab metal. That's all I grab.
Oh, okay. There's a
Yeah.
lot of that around.
Oh yeah, I get plenty here. Let me tell you. Metal, wires, all that good stuff.
Right? You gotta keep it out of the landfill. It might as well be new.
It does. I take thousands of pounds every week. Yeah. You guys have a good one. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Bye. Thank you. I'm just hidden in between the cars there. I see a little stand here. Again, like I said, I told you, furniture pickers that come through here. I mean, if I was a furniture guy, look at this. This is handy golf clubs in there. Okay. This little thingy right here, and the wire. I'll take that. This wasn't on the neighborhood list, but stumbled upon this one, so hey. That's a heavy one, jeez. Okay. Alright. Oh. Aluminum. Yeah, little air compressor that they put out on the curb there. Okay. And by the way, folks, this is a new neighborhood. In 2 months, I will have been doing this for a full year on YouTube, and I am still hitting new neighborhoods. I'm telling you folks, this town is huge. Lots of neighborhoods and lots of suburbia. Yeah. What? Okay, a little radiator of some sort. Wow, got a little, yeah, something there. A little bit of metal going on there. Controller. What is that? Xbox One W2K19. Okay. Again, folks, if that's a good one, let me know, because I'm not a gamer. By the way, speaking of gamers, that PSP I found last week, that was like in perfect shape, works with the Madden 06 disc inside. Like I said, I'm not a gamer, but my son-in-law is, and he loves it, so pretty cool. Let's move on. Hiding out on us here, huh? Hey, another broken down DirecTV. This is 2 weeks in a row they've broken one down for me. All right. And just like the old joke says, we're even taking the whole kitchen sink. They even took the whole kitchen sink. Yes, I did. We got a couple speakers there. Another hidden, tucked in neighborhood. Whoa. What is this? I don't know, but it's, man, okay. It's full of goodies, that's what I know. Okay, so we're talking wire, a lot of boards. Oh, and yokes. This is like a 3 TV monitor. What? So there's 3 copper yokes and all this. Well, why don't you shut up and throw it in the truck? How's that sound? Throw it in there. Damn. Good hit, good hit, good hit. All right. There we got us a love sack and a little baby stroller. I see a lot of wire sticking out. That's always a good thing. Okay, so some, we got some coax, some regular, but we'll separate all that out. Like I said, my yard does take coax, but as steel shred only. So, okay, so we got parts of a computer. All right, now we're talking. And you know what, folks? That's what I was hoping for today with this small truck. Was a lot of small, good stuff, and that's what I'm getting. That is an answered prayer right there, literally. Like, I'll fill up on electronics all day long. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are coming out one by one because those things are heavy. And what is this? Gloves? Oh hell yeah. 4 boxes of rubber gloves. 3? Yeah. I use these all the time. Working on cars, scrapping. Shoot. Another box of gloves. More. These are just expensive. I mean, they're throwing them away. Another box of gloves. Well, I ain't gonna need gloves for a while. Are you serious? Wipes. An entire box of unused wipes. Yeah. We're gonna take that. I mean, a pack of wipes at the store is $4 or $5. It's a box of it. That's what I think it is. It sure is. I would say that was a fortuitous turn in the road. Absolutely. Well, in volume alone, this one is worth looking at. Well, how about you tie your shoes, Steve, instead of looking like a moron, walk around with your shoes untied. Mr. Scrappy did a thing about boots, and I left a message for him and told him to get some Danner boots. Now these boots here, I bought long time ago, and the other ones lasted me, I kid you not, like 2.5 years. They just blew out the other day. Danner brand boots. I do not shill for them, but hey, if you're watching, Danner, I'll shill for you. 2 years of police work and just about a year of scrapping. So, before they finally went out, so not bad. Now we'll just stick it right out there on the curb. Okay, let's see here. Now, right on the corner, we got looks like a fan and a little kiddo bag. And again, folks, another new neighborhood. That is metal. looks like it'll fit perfectly right there. It's made for it. Oh, look at this. Somebody dismantled a stool. The city does tell them to dismantle. Some folks really take that. You know what? No. There we go. Yep. But either way, so clean up, and on we go. Now we got some motor, wires, metal. That looks like a little something that might be worth looking at. Ah, that's a light one. It is light. A little bit of metal here too. Yeah, that sure is. Okay. Good little house clean down there. So let's just start grabbing all the wires we see. Steel dog bolts. Look around here. Light fixture, of course, always. Okay. A little bit of something. Or is that plastic? Since we're running low on space, we want to get this small. Okay, another pile here. What is that? I don't know, it's metal. Kid books, kiddo books. Sure, we'll get that one for little man. For the littlest of the men. My little 1-year-old grandson. Sure, I always try to get something for him each time I go out. All right, folks, here in Scavenging, Arizona, as we park by nice golf course here, we're gonna do a PD story time. Yes, PD story time once again. Today we're going to talk about my attempt at becoming a motorcycle cop, or what is commonly referred to as a motor. December of 2001, I was picked to be a motorcycle cop. And to do that, you have to be sent off to motorcycle school. One problem with that, though, was that I couldn't ride a motorcycle. I can ride a bike just fine, but the clutch and everything and all that, I could not get. So they have familiarization courses where they take you out into a little parking lot and they have you go. They were Kawasaki 1000s. Ancient old things that they had. This again, it's 2001, 1970s technology. So anyways, after about 4 familiarization courses, I managed to keep the bike up and was able to be sent to the DPS motor school. Now, DPS, Department of Public Safety, that's the state police here in Arizona. They run the motor school, at least back then. Now most departments have their own school. All the different agencies would send their people there to go do the class. Now that class was known for being tough. If you weren't getting it, hey, within the first few hours, you were seeing people walk off the walk out because they weren't getting it. Let's pause for 1 sec here. Sorry, had to pause that for a sec. There are people there walking by. I don't like to show people as they're walking the kiddos. So hey, anyways, so the first part of the class is held out at Phoenix International Raceway, PIR. Okay, so look that up. It's way the heck out on the west side of Phoenix, and you're out there, you know, there's nobody there obviously, and that's where they do the class. It's very little classroom work, maybe like an hour or two, and then you're out on the motors. And they have you go out, and basically there's a huge parking lot for the racetrack, and then there's the racetrack itself. And you use the parking lot for the training. And a few things I want to focus on, some different training exercises which were crazy, absolutely crazy. One of them was one they called the intersection, okay? And it was shaped just like an intersection, only each spot was about the size of a parking space. So you'd go in, work your way around, work your way around, work your way around, and work your way around. And it taught you to work the clutch, the gray area as they called it, slow, and work it and be able to move slowly. Then, on one of the last days, they added a real fun part. They moved the intersection to where half of it was on pavement, half of it was in the dirt, and they threw boulders in the intersection, and you had to go in the dirt around the boulders. It was insane. Then there was something called the high-speed U-turn. Ever heard of that? I haven't. A high-speed U-turn is where they set up a cone like right here, and then they set up another cone, okay, let's say maybe where that pile is, maybe a bit before it. And the instructions are you are supposed to get at the first cone, wrap up first gear, and they will listen. If that first gear ain't screaming, then you got to do it again. You wrap up first gear, you have to pop it into second, all before you reach there. Once you pop into second, then you have to downshift into first, get on the brake, make a U-turn and fly and do it again, wrap up first gear, and you do it, and it is exhausting. And you do this over and over and over again. And the scariest part was the guy behind me wasn't getting it. So he kept locking up his brakes, and all I'm hearing is screeching coming from behind me, and I'm freaking out. But anyways, that was insane. They take you out into the desert. If you Google PIR, you'll see it's not that far from the desert. There was one hill where one wash that the instructor went down and he almost got tossed. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. And sure enough, everyone just starts falling. I'm like the second dude down. Guy in front of me falls. I get tossed. Bike gets, totally tossed. I think I broke a taillight on the darn thing. They're old trainers. They don't care. And then they said, yeah, maybe let's not go down this wash. And then one of the last weird things to do, what they call high angle pullout. So Phoenix International Raceway, obviously it's a bank track. So they take you up to the top of the bank. Okay. I mean, so you're, pardon my horrible thing there. You're looking at sky. Okay. I mean, your front wheel is up at the top of the bank, and here's the wall. The exercise is, and you're all lined up. Okay, here's the exercise. You have to pull forward past your person, not hit the wall, and go out. And then you got to do it the other way. One way is easy, one way is hard. I forget which one. One way wound up with me with a 600-pound motorcycle in my leg, and that wasn't fun. So there's another one. We got to go into the college stadium and ride around the concourses. That was cool. I mean, it was so cool. We got to ride a motorcycle around the concourses of a college football stadium. I mean, that's, you don't get that very often. Now, I'll tell you what made me not be a motor. The first week is out of Phoenix International Raceway. The second week, they take you out on long rides. Okay, now one of the first long rides they take you on is a 300-mile trip from Phoenix up the Mogollon Rim, through Payson, back down. Look that up. It's about several hundred miles. This is January. We're riding in the snow. It was insane. The one that got me was when we went out to a place called to a lake called Canyon Lake, to a place called Tortilla Flats, right by Canyon Lake. Look that road up. Anyways, on the way back from the road, they all talk about eye placement. They say where your eyes go, the motor will go, and that is 100% true. Anyone who's ridden motorcycles will tell you that. And as I was going back from the Tortilla Flat, I made it out just fine. It's a really mountainous road, serious drop-offs, no guardrails on a lot of the edges. It's insane. I'm going back, and then as I'm going along, I look off in the canyon thinking, oh wow, that's a real pretty canyon, look at that. And then I look ahead and there is a curve right there, and I banked. It was sheer grace of God. I don't know how I did this. I went off-road, there was no guardrail, I hit a bump, and I went airborne somehow and landed, and instead of shooting off down into the desert and down the hill, which was damn near, I don't know, it was like that, I probably wouldn't have survived that, it bounced me onto the road, and it totally tossed me and turned me around, and somehow my feet landed on the boards, and you can hear in your ear, in your headphones, in your helmet, your instructor who's riding behind you, and he's wigging out. I can hear him in my headphones, and he's like, oh my God, dude, pull over. And we pulled over, and he was white as a ghost. I can still see it to this day. I remember I ran into him in like 2018, and he remembered it better than I did. He said, man, you almost died, dude. This is a guy who's been on a motor for 20 years. They almost named that corner after you. Like, oh, okay. So anyways, they let me drive home, and I'll end it with this. This was the funny part. Next day, I was unceremoniously told not to return for another try. But you know what? Obviously, it wasn't for me. I think if I would have gotten a motorcycle, I probably would be severely injured or not here today. So that, looking back, it was a great thing. But here's a funny thing we'll leave it off on. On the way back, we were actually going by my house, and I said, hey guys, can we go to my house? And my daughter, who's now 22, was I think 1 or so at the time, and it was so funny because I go up to the door and I had my helmet on, and she didn't recognize me, and she ran back in the house. It was so funny. But anyways, that was my attempt at motor school. I'm still here today, thank God, and that's PD story time for today. And you motorcycle riders, I gotta hand it to you. I gotta hand it to you. Y'all have a great one, and let's get back to scrapping. Well, this is a nice one here. Oh, we got some microwave, plastic dishwasher, all that stuff. got the room for the microwave. Start grabbing some wires. This is where rope comes in. Okay, let's check those boxes out. We'll see. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Is this full of hard drives? Is this really full of hard drives? Okay, yeah. And guess what we're doing, folks? We're gonna be here a bit because we're gonna take every single one of these hard drives and extruded aluminum out of here. Are you kidding me? Literally, this was like my, you know, I've said this before, on your way home, you find the best stuff. Oh my God, I've never gotten this many. I don't think I've seen this many hard drives at once in person. Oh my God, what the heck? This is insane. You drive by a box and you think, oh, it's just a box, probably full of leaves. And on this trip, there was a lot of them too. Yeah, I'll sit here and dig for hard drives. Yeah. What are we at, like 20 at this point? I haven't really been counting. Wires. Oh Lord. Like I said, folks, I prayed today for a safe trip, like I always pray for. I prayed if it was His will, God would give me a good stop. And He sure did, didn't He? One more. Dude, look at all that. Look at all that. Damn. That has to be the best computer e-waste hit on a residential I've ever gotten. Well, all right, folks, here in Scavenging, Arizona, what a haul, man. Despite the small truck, man, we got a good haul today. Really, lots of good small stuff. Let's start off with just let's start with these hard drives. I stopped counting at about 20. It's insane. A lot of wires, microwave, everything. Also, big packs of disposable gloves. I looked, just any disposable glove pack between 10 and 15. I got a box full of hand wipes. $5 a packs all day long. I mean, it's insane. A lot of stainless steel today as well, from sinks and whatnot. Really good haul today. And wires, really good stuff. A lot of good small stuff today. So very fortunate, and thank you, folks. We just hit 700 subscribers, and I'm really happy, folks. Thank you very much. You guys make the channel. Thanks again. I'm gonna add up how many hard drives and whatnot we had, and I'll put it here. But thanks again, folks, and tune in next week.